Hea minister.
Madam Minister, dear people who are all interested in health promotion, I would like to thank all the partners with whom we have organized this event. So it's always good to do things together. And conscious decision to become an addict. I don't think that anybody would make such a decision, but at the same time, if we talk about the addiction problems, then this is a very complicated problem, both for every single person and for the society. We talk about three things: nicotine, alcohol, and drugs. So this is the addictions related to these topics. I have a few figures I would like to mention. We have noticed that reduction of use of cigarettes. But at the same time, if you look at the snus, if we look at vaping, then we can see quite a steep angle up. In Estonia, nicotine products are used by every third male and every fourth female. And about 60% is habit-based, and the rest is about addiction. If we talk about alcohol, then again it's 1/3. The 1/3 of people in Estonia are abusing alcohol. 60,000 people in Estonia. So if you take 4 cities, for example, then their life is led by alcohol. So, as we know them, they're alcoholics. So we can see that alcohol-related deaths is showing growth, and every 10th death is due to alcohol. Now, treatment of diseases due to alcohol from our common insurance fund, 2 years ago, this figure was 6.8 million euros. But most of it should go towards prevention instead. So the biggest concern is that 1/4 of the Estonian adult population have experimented with narcotic substance. 7% has done so over last year and 3% over last month. 74% of the overdose deaths have taken place among men. So things are not very good with men, and we know November as a men's health month. So these figures are shocking. And today we talk about the possible solutions, how we can move forward. So addiction counseling can be received from the GP, and for treatment, we have different treatment centers in Estonia. And addiction patients are used in ambulatory cases, in outpatient, and if it's a difficult case, also in inpatient treatment. Maybe a list of things. What are the possible interventions for alcohol and tobacco? Then improvement of the policies. I would like to recognize the Ministry of Social Affairs here. We have talked about this quite a lot, and I'm happy that the Ministry of Social Affairs has been staunchly defending all the interest groups. Would it be legalizing cannabis, and what Riina mentioned, or when Maris was a Deputy Secretary General, we talked a lot about vape products, that they should not be sweet tasting. This is not a part of the promotion. If we talk about limiting accessibility, so in Estonia, alcohol cannot be bought after 10 o'clock at night. I think it's a good thing. In certain countries, you can't use alcohol on Sundays because on Monday you'll have to go to work. So if your working week starts with a Monday. And this is something you will understand if you go to these countries where you have no restrictions, because otherwise you might think that this restriction is a bit of a harassment. But if you live in the world where there are no restrictions, you can see that there are some other concern. So improvement of school environment for young people is one measure. Then development of parental skills. This is also where we have a long way to go. So if we talk to the school leaders today, then this opinion is quite common that you send the child to school in the morning and then it's being educated by the state. No, we do it together at home and at school and hobby classes, in all the other fields. Then all sorts of promotional activities. I would like to recommend the National Institute for Health Development that you have done well. When it comes to cooperation with employers, we have very good cooperation with the Estonian Federation of Employers. So at workplaces that the prevention and health promotion message would be forwarded. And then all sorts of counseling services, brief intervention, quick and short-term intervention doesn't really happen, so it takes longer than we usually have. A systemic approach is important, but if we have counseling and treatment, then if people are willing, you can change a lot. So we're making an effort for that purpose, that this support will be available for people. It'll be all accessible. And when it comes to the health service providers, then they would also be motivated to provide intervention at the right time and to the right person. So I'd like to thank you all, and I hope you'll have a good conference. And together we can help all the people in Estonia.